She's a cool, blonde, scheming bitch. She makes my body twitch. Walking down the corridor. A high school confidential.
Hi, I'm Lucas Silvera, and I am normally known for being the lead singer of a rock band called The Clicks, but today I'm here to interview Carole Pope. Hi, Carole.
Hi,
Who are you?
I'm Carole Pope, and I'm just Carole Pope.
Her hands slid down into the moistness of herself.
You were one, if not the first woman, a lesbian woman, to talk very overtly about gayness in one of your songs, and it's sort of how you and your band plummeted to fame, which was with Rough Trade.
Yeah.
And how do you feel like that sort of affected your entire career, having that been the first part, like the focus of how, because back then, you know, that was not, you know, something that people easily talked about.
No, well, I just threw it out there, and a lot of straight people didn't get it. They're just like, I like that song, you know?
Yeah. Which is great.
Yeah.
You can hear her stiletto click. I want her so much, I feel sick.
When I wrote it, we were working on that movie Cruising, and I thought that Mink DeVille was going to sing it. I mean, we offered it to Mink DeVille, and then they ended up not using all these great songs, and then I'm like, I'm going to sing it.
As a queer kid living in the suburbs,
Yeah.
that was unreal. That was unheard of, you know. And I just, I think it's awesome that you did that.
Well, I mean, I just write about my life experiences, and I would just lust after chicks in high school.
She make me cream my jeans when she comes my way. Oh, high school confidential.
Did you listen to heavy metal?
There, what?
Were you a Scarbarian rocker,
No,
as we
this
used
is
to call you guys?
This is before that. I don't even know how old I was, but my sisters and I went to see the Beatles.
That's
and they had
amazing.
like 2 trainer amps or something. They had like 2 columns, and they had like 10 opening acts, and you couldn't really hear them because
Yeah.
chicks were screaming, and we'd be like, shut up, shut up. But that's all I did, and I saw everybody. I was really lucky.
Is that where all of sort of like your influences come from? Because, you know, you've been seen as being sort of a, you know, one of the people who started the whole new wave movement, and that was sort of what your music was, you know, that was, it was categorized in that. But
Well,
would you say that your influences came from that kind of music?
Well,
like,
that, I mean, yes and no. I mean, I was just influenced by everything, but yeah, I mean, we were kind of a new wave-ish, cabaret-ish band in the 70s, but yeah, I mean, certainly I was influenced by all of that, just, you know, because they were so different, because music was really, really insipid before the 60s, and then it kind of went back to being insipid in the late 60s, and then in the 70s, I was just like, kill me now, because there's disco. And then punk happened. Well, we all kind of happened at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, punk and new wave and everything.
it's interesting that sort of new wave it seems to be sort of a mixture, you'd think, of a little bit of punk and a little bit of disco. It's kind of like got both of the attitudes.
There was definitely a mixture, but, you know, it was all political.
Yeah. for
Political
sure.
music with a 4-on-the-floor beat.
Break down on the freeway, shake down on the freeway. Just got to.
Do you do music like 100% of the time? I know that you wrote a book.
Yeah, the book is going to be a movie. I mean,
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's going to be. I think it's almost set to go. They've just got to get more funding, but it's you know, we got
That's
a director, producers.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That is so good. This is awesome that there's going to be a movie. I really, really want to see it. So, do you have anybody cast? Do you have anybody in mind to play you?
I kind of want. Do you know who Eva Green is?
I'm bad with names, good with faces.
I don't. They're going to have to be able to sing because
Yeah, of
we have to
course.
re-record everything because I don't lip syncing bad. But they're going to have to be really, you know, they're going to have a lot of sex with chicks. So There's a lot of sex in this movie.
Really?
I know, it's shocking. Shocking.
It's on everyone's lips. It's in everyone's eyes. Seduction, there's no getting away from it.
So you're here because you have a new album out.
I have a new album out called Landfall. That took 2 years to make because I had to like whore myself out to get the money. But I'm really happy with it. There's some amazing musicians on it. Landfall, the title track, is a duet with Rufus Wainwright and
I noticed
me.
that. And how did you come to work with Rufus? I'm a huge fan of his.
I've known him for a while, and we've talked about, you know, him doing something, and then it was like so last minute. I laid down the vocals, and then Rufus's aunt phoned me, and she said, "Oh, Rufus has an hour on a certain day," and he was amazing. I mean, you know, and he did all these 3-part harmonies. I mean, he's such a pro.
Remember the back rooms. Remember our arrogance and all. Now I'm not.
How do you feel about your place currently, sort of, in the world of, sort of like the queer world? And I ask because I'm feeling a little bit alienated from the queer community. So I was just wondering what your feeling is about that.
I don't know. I mean, I think I'm part of the queer community, but I'm like a woman first, and my sexuality is not a big issue. I don't say, oh, I identify as blah, 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 blah. I identify as a woman
Yeah.
who loves women.
You love women.
Yeah.
Cool.
High school, a high